I'm about to be part of a live media interview on one of my favorite topics, how your cause can have greater effect. The host of the show is Deborah Do-Gooder, director of a non-profit organization of great renown. I'm Bob Rowell, here for the show with Deborah Do-Gooder.
I'm sorry, you'll have to come back tomorrow. Ms. Do-Gooder is about to go on the air with the Goodie For Us Show.
Yes, I'm Bob Rowell, her guest today.
Mr. Powell, go right through that door.
Hello, and welcome to the Goodie For Us Show. I am your host, Deborah Do-Gooder. With me today is a young upstart, a young man with some new ideas about how organizations such as mine should do their business. It thrills me no end to welcome Bill Rowell.
Hi, Deborah. It's great to be here, and my name is Bob Rowell.
Please call me Ms. Do-Gooder. So, I understand you have some suggestions for how non-profits should run their business.
Well, Ms. Do-Gooder, I do have some great things to share about how community benefit organizations can help their cause have more effect. It's not just for non-profits, however, but government agencies and utility companies too.
Government agencies and utility companies and non-profits are all community benefit organizations, you say. So, Ben, what are these ideas of yours?
Please call me Bob, Ms. Do-Gooder. Missions require action. Most community benefit organizations will find that they are more effective when they focus on stakeholder behavior rather than on raising awareness.
Don't be silly, Bruce. Raising awareness is what you do to get stakeholders on board.
My name's Bob. Yes, most people believe that building awareness is the path to buy-in and taking action, but it's usually not the case. You'd think that hospital doctors, with their keen awareness of the importance of sterile conditions, would be immaculate when it comes to washing their hands. Well, Cedars-Sinai found that they weren't. Awareness was not leading them to action. The hospital got their docs to wash, but not through awareness. Another example, comparing activists to people who are not active in environmental issues. Often, both are equally ill-informed, so it isn't awareness that gets them involved. In fact, only 20% or less of the factors influencing behavior change are information and awareness.
Awareness accounts for less than 20% of stakeholder buy-in, you say. So, Mr. Fowle, tell me all about how to get stakeholder buy-in.
That's Mr. Rowell. But please call me Bob. Professor B.J. Fogg, of Stanford University, explains that people actually take action when three things are present. One of them is ability. Figuring out how to make the buy-in action easier, reducing barriers, plays a big part. A second requirement for behavior is a specific cue to act, or a trigger. Sometimes we term this a call to action. Tying the behavior directly to something that is already part of people's schedules is very powerful. The last of the three ingredients is that the stakeholder must want to do it. Information sometimes serves as a motivator, but in practice, that is very unusual.
Terribly interesting, Bubba. Do you really expect people like me to believe that ivory tower stuff has any relevance to our work?
The National Cancer Institute, the Sacramento Municipal Utility District and the Nature Conservancy are just a few of the organizations using these methods to give their causes more effect.
Well, thank you, John, for sharing these fascinating concepts. The only thing I'd like to know is why any organization would want to waste their time and money on radical ideas.
That's an excellent question, and I'm so glad you brought it up. Here's a joke. How do you make managers and directors cringe?
I don't know. How?
Yell, trim the waist.
Ha ha ha.
Everyone wants to show that they are making every penny count. After all, the stakeholders, including donors, foundations, and constituents, want the cause to have the greatest effect. Focusing on behavior does just that.
Focusing on action will prove to stakeholders that we are using our resources wisely, you say. Well, That wraps up the Goodie For Us show. Thank you for tuning in, and thanks to my guest today, Todd Bowles.
That's Bob Rowell.
Join me next week when I'll give a sneak preview of our brand new 37-fold brochure. It's a real page turner.